All right, so what we are going to do here is make a line graph based on your group's data. And I'm going to actually use data from one of my other courses to show you how to do this. Remember, the first thing that you need to do is to either make a copy into your Google Drive. It'll automatically save any changes that you make to the cloud, so you don't have to do any active saving. Or you can download this in Microsoft Excel if you're more comfortable using that. I don't care which you use, okay? All right, so this video is gonna show you how to make the graph using Google Sheets, and then there will be another video talking about Excel. So if you wanna use Excel, stop watching this and go watch the other one. All right, so what we're going to do first is find our group's data, and we are going to select the data labels and all of the data. So I clicked my left click, the left button on my mouse, selected all the data. Now that everything's selected, then I can let it go. All right. So now we need to come up here to where it says insert. You can see my mouse over here. We're going to hit that. We choose chart. And it's automatically given us a line graph, so that's great. But there are some weird things that we need to do. It thinks that our time here is the data that we collected, and that's not. This is our predictor variable, right? So what we need to do is to come over here, make sure that we have our chart editor open, make sure that we're on the setup tab. If we're on this customize, it's going to look different. So make sure that you've got the setup selected. We are looking at our x-axis. What we need to do is remove this time in minutes from our series. But what we do need to do is put that as the data labels for our x-axis. And we're just going to click on this, add x-axis. We selected time in minutes, and boom, that is now showing up as our time. Okay. Now, we're not done yet. We need to add axes titles. So we come over here to customize. We click on chart and axis titles, open up that drop-down menu. I want to start with my horizontal axis title, right? You can see all the various things that we can choose. I'm going to pick my horizontal axis title. This is time, and I'm going to use my units and minutes. Okay. Oh, now I clicked off of that, but it's okay. I can just double click and open up that same menu. Let's do the vertical axis now. We decided this is the floating leaf discs. Okay, and then when I tuck that in, boom, there it is. Hooray. I'm not done, but I clicked off my menu, so I got to double click my graph again. Now I'm going to do my chart. And so these students were looking at distance as a measure of light intensity. So I'm going to say greater light intensity leads to faster photosynthesis. All right. And your title is going to be whatever describes the data that you are presenting. Okay, this is the data that this group's was showing. Yours is going to be different from theirs. Okay, so let's just double check. I have a descriptive title that summarizes what the picture shows, and I've set it in pictures and I've set it in words. I have a legend, which tells me what all of each of these lines mean. So if I got rid of that, right, then I would be in trouble, but we don't want to do that. I have my y-axis labeled, and I have my x-axis labeled, and those are including units when appropriate. Okay, so now what I can do is I can take a screenshot of this. I can save this as a PDF, whatever. You are going to save your graph and turn it in as part of your post lab. Okay, so however you